Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving into a fascinating plant that you may have seen growing in fields or along roadsides, but maybe didn't know much about, Verbascum thapsus, or the great mullein, also known as the woolly mullein. This plant has a long history of use in herbal medicine and is known for its distinctive appearance. So, let's explore everything there is to know about this interesting species. Verbascum thapsus, commonly referred to as great mullein, is a biennial plant, meaning it has a 2-year life cycle. In its first year, it forms a low-growing rosette of leaves, which are fuzzy and covered in dense hairs that give them a woolly appearance. In the second year, it shoots up a tall flower spike that can reach over 2 meters in height. This spike is covered in bright yellow flowers that bloom from the bottom up, giving the plant its signature look. The plant is native to Europe, northern Africa, and parts of Asia, but it has been introduced to many other regions of the world, including North America, where it has adapted well and can often be found in disturbed soils like roadsides, meadows, and forest clearings. Now, one of the reasons great mullein has garnered attention over the centuries is due to its various uses in traditional medicine. Historically, it was used by the Romans, Greeks, and many indigenous cultures in North America. It was often used to treat respiratory ailments like coughs, asthma, and bronchitis, thanks to its anti-inflammatory and soothing properties. Some cultures believed that burning the plant could ward off evil spirits, and in medieval Europe, the dried flower stalks were dipped in fat and used as torches. Hence the nickname, torch plant. Its leaves were also used to line shoes for warmth, and the soft texture of the leaves made them a popular makeshift bandage for wounds. Speaking of medicinal uses, let's talk a bit more about the scientific side of mullein. The plant contains compounds like saponins, flavonoids, and mucilage, which contribute to its effectiveness in treating respiratory issues. For example, the mucilage helps soothe inflamed tissues, particularly in the throat and lungs, making mullein an excellent remedy for sore throats or coughs. Additionally, mullein tea, made by steeping the dried leaves or flowers in hot water, is still used today to help with coughs, congestion, and even ear infections. The leaves have also been used externally to treat minor skin irritations and wounds, though it's important to properly prepare the leaves to avoid skin irritation, as the tiny hairs can cause discomfort if not handled correctly. But Verbascum thapsus isn't just useful to humans, it's also important in the ecosystem. The plant provides nectar and pollen for a variety of pollinators, including bees and butterflies. Its tall, sturdy structure also serves as a perch for birds, and some species even use the soft leaves to build nests. Interestingly, mullein is considered an invasive species in some parts of the world, especially in North America, where it can quickly colonize disturbed soils and outcompete native plants. However, it's not typically seen as a major threat compared to other invasive species, and it can even play a role in soil stabilization and recovery in disturbed areas. So, how do you identify this plant if you're out in the wild? As I mentioned earlier, in its first year, mullein forms a rosette of soft, fuzzy leaves that are light green or grayish in color. These leaves can be quite large, often growing up to 30 centimeters long. In the second year, the plant produces a tall spike that can be up to 2 meters or even taller, topped with small, 5-petaled yellow flowers that bloom in clusters. The plant thrives in well-drained soils, often preferring full sun, and is usually found in open fields, along roadsides, or in disturbed areas where the soil has been disrupted. If you're interested in growing mullein yourself, the good news is that it's incredibly easy to cultivate. Mullein thrives in poor soils, and it's quite drought tolerant. Simply scatter the seeds on the surface of the soil in late fall or early spring, and they'll germinate without any special care. However, one thing to keep in mind is that mullein can be quite prolific, producing thousands of seeds per plant, which can lead to unwanted spreading. If you're growing it in your garden, it's important to remove the flower stalk before it goes to seed to prevent the plant from taking over your yard. Before we wrap up, here are a few fun facts about mullein. First, the plant's Latin name, Verbascum, is thought to be derived from Verbascum, which refers to the beard-like appearance of the fuzzy leaves. And while mullein leaves are often compared to lamb's ear due to their softness, they're much larger and thicker. Additionally, some people have experimented with mullein leaves as a natural alternative to tobacco, though this isn't something I would recommend without doing your own research. And with that, we've covered quite a bit about this remarkable plant, from its historical uses to its medicinal benefits and ecological importance. I hope you've enjoyed learning about Verbascum thapsus as much as I've enjoyed sharing it with you. If you liked this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more fascinating botanical insights. See you in the next one. Thanks for watching. Stay curious and keep exploring the amazing world of plants.